Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. I tell these stories because I want to tell them about things I remember, whatever, you know. All right, check it out. When I was up, oh look at my hair. Oh, I'm gonna fuck it up anyway. But when I these are for me anyway. These videos are for me and my little. Oh my sorry, poo poo bear. I don't want to make you embarrassed, Daddy. But anyways, I when I when my mom died, I was 14 years old. Right. Anyways, this is what I'm telling. What I'm telling about the story is the day that I went to go see my little brother, because the day that my mother died, I was in California. I ran away from home. So long story. I'll tell that story later. Um, Either way, I was in California, but I'm the eldest of six. Oh, seven actually. My dad is eight actually. Either way, my mother has six children. I'm the eldest. Okay, I was in California when mom died. Mom is a single mom. I need to get back home to Arizona as fast as I possibly can, so I could be with my little brothers and sisters, so I could take care of them, so I could do what I need to do. I'm with dad, so we're gonna come get my brothers and sisters and do what we have to do. Okay. Okay. There was a lot of decisions to make because three of my mother's six children were from my father, three were from my stepfather. Naturally, what's gonna happen is we're gonna get separated, right? I'm doing my best to fight that, but either way, it doesn't matter anymore. The whole point of it is this that my little baby brother Michael, rest in paradise, brother. Um, he was 3 years old at the time. He turned three after mom died. Mom died October 3rd. He turned three October 18th. So he's 3 years old by at this time. And I know that I have to leave to California because my dad takes off with all my brothers and sisters, and packs up whatever stuff we need to take with us. I tell my dad I'm gonna get the apartment ready because I know it's due, and I'm gonna get my last check from work, and I'll be okay here, Dad. And I'll catch up, and I'll pay for my own plane ticket. I'll catch me a plane ticket back to California in a couple of days. My dad agrees to it, so that's what I do. I'm getting everything together. Anyways, and I have a lot of people to help me. A lot of my mom's friends and uncles and aunts and everybody to help me to the best of their ability. You know what I mean? And so what happens is, but I have one thing for damn sure on my checklist that I need to do, regardless of whatever else on earth that I need to do, besides what we already have done already. We buried my mother. You know, I mean, those things happen. Okay, but one thing I have not seen my little brother. I see my little baby sisters. They were gonna stay here with my aunt until later on. We all knew that they need to go with their aunt, which is their dad's sister, their paternal aunt, Francis. Anyways, Michael though, Didi man, I haven't seen him, and that to me, I mean, I somehow was I always get a favorite, or not a favorite, but I don't want to say it because it's a terrible word because I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but I always or navigate towards one. You know what I mean? I have a strong bond, or whatever the case may be. That was my pop. That was my baby. It's my love. And either way, he's my little brother, and I want to see my little brother. I want to be around him. I mean, I can only imagine what's going through his 3 year old little mind. Like everybody that he knew and loved, except for his dad, is just gone. They're just not in his life anymore. What is his 3 year old mind? I mean, just come on. I need to see my little brother. You know what I mean? I'm going crazy. I've already seen my little sisters. It's hard on everybody. But the point of it is that I was determined to see my little baby brother. And day by day, as the days went past, I still, that goal I still haven't accomplished yet. And so I'm going kind of crazy. I'm going back and forth because all Frank keeps telling me is that he's not here with him. He's not there with him. He's at Francis' house. Mind you, I don't have a vehicle. I'm 14 years old. You know what I mean? I am getting rides, but finally, and everybody's being generous with rides, and finally, they tell it sounds like it's a for sure thing. My little baby brother's gonna be at Francis' house, right? And I remember because it's kind of tricky getting back there, but I finally, on this certain day, I figure I'm there. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be there. I have no doubt in my mind I'm going to be able to see him. I have no doubt in my mind because everything just seemed to line up. You know what I mean? It was like everything lined up. I'm figuring out what's going on. I kind of already knew, but I mean, I'm getting people to state it and say, he's with me during the day or during the evening, but during the day while I'm at work, he's with Francis. and I pick him up before I go home from work. You mean? And I drop him off in the morning. So okay, that's what his dad tells me. So okay, I understand that, but I make sure that I'm playing nice because I wasn't playing nice before. But I want to let him know, and he knows, Frank knows how tight I was with my little brother, and how he was also known. I'm assuming anybody on earth that knows a kid, 6 kids lost their mom, and this one kid is the eldest of 6, and she wants to see her little 3-year-old little brother. You know and they're in a position where they can make that happen. I'm assuming that you're gonna let that happen. You're gonna because I have no more power. I have no more power. I have no more because truthfully, my father, being that he was still married to my mother and became a widower. What do you call a widower? A widow? I don't know. He was legally all 6 of our fathers. My mother put his name on all 6 of our birth certificates. So my dad is the one who had to say of all 6 of us. I mean, even though he may not want all 6 of us, he might not want any of us, but we didn't. Either way, um, that's what I know that they were worried about, right? So when my mom died, Frank goes there and he takes Michael only. He leaves the 2 girls behind because they're girls. I don't know. And and that's it. And I never see him again until I do see him at the funeral for a little bit, the wake, and then I don't see him again. I'm looking for him, and I guess he and Frank took off. But anyway, so now I want to see him before I leave California because I have no idea when I'm gonna be back here in Arizona. I mean, it's like I don't have a reason to be here. My mom's not here anymore. My brother and sisters are in California. I mean, I could come and visit, but when will that be? I'm 14 years old. I mean, okay. Point being is this: things finally line up this day. It looks like everything is all go. Oliver Tebow brings me over here to, Francis' house. I knock on the door, and I remember every fiber of my being. I could not. I just felt him. I felt him. I knew my baby brother's there, and I knew I was gonna see him, and I was everything in me. I just couldn't wait to hug him and hold him and smell him and just just love him and try not to cry. Excuse me. So, anyways, what ends up happening is I knock on the door, and it's like, oh my, and she probably didn't even take long to answer the door, truthfully, but it felt like it was forever just because of my anticipation. And then finally, I remember knocking one more time, but right then and there, the door opens. And I remember I want to step in, I feel like I should be, what I mean? I felt like the reception, I felt like I probably was going to step in. And I almost start to make that motion, but then I realized I'm blocked. The door comes closed and she steps outside the door towards me. So I step back. And I remember saying, "Oh, hi Renee, is Didi here?" That's my brother's nickname, Didi Man. She tells me no. And with the funky ass look on her face, like a funky ass attitude and a funky and because what just happened to all of us, we lost our mom. Almost everybody's been very nice and very caring and it just was a different reception. I mean, even if it was fake, it didn't matter. People were just nice to us. Nobody was really being mean to us at all. You know what I mean? So, because the world has been the cruelest it has been. You know what I mean? So I remember I remember looking at her, and I felt kind of confused, and then mostly by her answer, but then I noticed her attitude, but then that fades away because I'm not really worried about her how she's acting because I'm mostly worried about, well, did he go to the store? Is he going to be right back? And I'm trying to ask all the questions I can ask and trying to like calm myself down because I can tell that I'm all like overly amped and overly, whatever, and it might be getting on her nerves, and I don't want to, and I'm like I said, I'm playing nice. I have no reason to be any other way but nice. I've been defeated. So, um, I asked her that question. Oh, he'll be right back. Did he go with your mom somewhere? She said, no, he's not here. Who told, why? I said, oh, well, they told me he was here. She goes, who told you? And then I'm starting to like, bitch, like, get like, fuck, bitch, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I said, Frank told me. And he called your mom, and he told your mom I'll be on my way over here to come see the baby, to see him. Because I'm leaving California, and I don't know when I'm going to be back here. I mean, my mom's not here anymore, so I mean, can I just see my little brother? And then she tells me, what part don't you understand? And I said, oh, God. I said, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? What's going on? And she goes, what do you mean what the fuck's going on? Don't be coming over here asking me what the fuck's going on in my house. I said, fuck you, bitch. You know what I mean? And then I realized, oh, don't do this, Nikki. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because then, just don't do it. And so I said, wait, Nate, what did I do? Wait, what did I do wrong? Look at. Do you understand? Do you understand? And I start crying because I'm emotional. And I said, do you understand that I'm leaving? I'm 14 years old. I'm leaving Arizona, and I'm gonna go. I'm leaving today on a plane to California. And all I want to do is see my little brother before I leave. That's it. He's part of. He's been a part of my life for his whole life. You know what I mean? And I just want to hug him, kiss him, and I just want to see my baby brother. And then she just fucking wants to start fighting me. She fucking like steps to me like she wants to fucking box me. And I remember then that's when Oliver gets off the truck and whoever, I forget who else, because I'm in the back of the truck. It's a little Chevy S10, whatever, old one. Anyway, I said, because I'm gonna box the bitch now, fuck her, and then, but my feelings are so fucking hurt. More than anything, like, because I'm not gonna see my baby brother. That's that's like, oh. And besides that, now this bitch I didn't do shit to this funky ass. And really, truthfully, the reason I'm telling this story is because I want it to be known. I want it to be known, even though it was a long time ago, 33 years ago, 1987. The year 2020, December 27th, 2020. And this happened in October, probably the 15th, 18th, maybe probably 18th, about his birthday, 1920, who knows, of 1987, you know what I mean? And so it's been a long time ago, but you know what? It still hurts my feelings. And fuck you, Nene, for real. Stupid bitch. You know what I mean? I really, seriously, I feel... My brother even passed away, my baby, my Dee. He was 33 years old, last 2 years ago. 5 kids. Anyway, but, I won't say fuck you, Nene, but kind of sort of fuck you, Nene. But that wasn't really mean. That was really mean. That was a really mean thing to do. That was a really mean thing to do to somebody that, and then right then and there I should have realized that family. I'm sorry, but that family, I can't stand them. I'm sorry. I don't. I like JoJo. Oh, she's right there. I can't stand them. I love my nieces and nephews and my siblings that are from that family, but the rest of them could go fucking eat. Fucking, I don't know. Just, I can't, I just rather not be around them. I'd rather not know them anymore, and I don't really, and I'm a mean person. I must be a cruel person because really, truthfully, I don't want anybody to hurt, and I don't want anybody to have pain, but if any pain goes their way, I won't really mind it. We all gonna go through what we're gonna go through in life, but that was a life lesson. I should have realized how cruel the world will be, because to me, that's pretty mean to do to somebody. Let's say I even went to act like a bitch. I can kind of understand why she'd act like a bitch back, but I didn't. And there was no reason to. Maybe she has some other thing with me, but bitch, come on. Just be nice to a bitch for one time. And if he's not there, just be like, he's not here. I'm sorry. I'll tell my mom. Okay? All right, bye. Or there's someone at the door. I don't know, but if somebody's mother just died and they're a kid, be nice to that person. Even if you hate them, or just leave them alone. That's the reason why I'm telling this story. But some of my babies don't know. And I don't want to hate the bitch, because I already, for real, I don't hate her no more. I'm gonna take that back. I don't hate her no more. Joe Pablo Santoya III. I really want to stop hating him because he's owning me, but I don't think that will ever fucking. I can't. I'm gonna probably go to my grave with the way I feel about him. I can't imagine anything changing, but I really would like for it to. Maybe if I start going to church or something. But I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. Somebody accuses you of harming somebody and their life being lost because of it, and you didn't do that. You did nothing to that person. I still want to know why he would accuse me, but either way, and that's the story he tells, and he tells her brother that, and he tells her son that, who grows up now. He's a grown man now, and her mother and her brother, he actually wanted to kill me, which I don't blame him, because I would want to kill somebody that took my family member's life also, but I didn't do that. And it's hard to forgive somebody like that. It's hard to forgive you, JoJo. And I don't know. I just think, wow, how the fuck? Even if you thought that about me, why wasn't I worth having to talk with. Or you better yet, why didn't you go to the cops and just tell the cops so they could do their investigation? I mean, I don't know. I mean, and it's like now I have this on me, and I know there's people that don't believe me. You know what I mean? I know I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. I know. But it just, and I find out it happened in 2002, December 9th, 2002. Around that time, sometime is when you fucking said what you said. And then I don't find out till 2016 that you're the person that said it. Tommy said it because he owed me $1,000 because he jacked me. And Tommy, you'll get yours, bitch. I mean, not like that, but you know, well, you can't always just get over on people. I mean, and it just happens. You know what I mean? The wheel will stay even. The wheel will go around. The circle will stay circle, and it'll just keep going round and round and round and round. You can't get away with all the things you got away with. And either way, whatever time, that's you. But I thought it was just you talking to Tweaker Talk because you owe me money, and you're a tweaker, and I was a tweaker, and we were, and JoJo was not. I know he's a pill popper, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, so he was more trustworthy to me, and I thought we had a lot more tighter bond. And I never thought JoJo would talk about me like that. I never even think he'd look at me like that. I mean, why me? Why? Yeah, I don't fucking know. But he accused me of killing our friend Melissa Macias, and I don't know how I was supposed to have done this. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have no clue. I don't know the rest of the story. I just know that is, you know, the truth. That's because I asked Jason Pino. Me, him, and Anna went out, and we were talking, and Rita already told me. Rita told me that, and Anna told me that JoJo said no. I can't. That Nikki killed Melissa. That's why I don't. That's why he doesn't talk to me or let me see Anthony, which is Melissa Macias' son. And I said, what? You know, I'm not thinking what I'm hearing is right or true or what? Say that again. And both females had the same response. Both Rita said, well, didn't you do it, Nikki? I said, no. What the fuck? And we're like, what? Like, goddamn, you know, like, seriously? Like, what? You can't be prepared for something like this because you never, I mean, unless you're a person that lives like that, kills people and does awful things, you're not prepared to be accused of something like that. So the feeling that you get, you're not prepared for that feeling, that emotion, that, what are you supposed to do? I mean, I felt so, like, betrayed, like, so, oh, the worst kind of feeling. I mean, just like, what the fuck? And then Anna, the same thing. She told me, because she believed it too. And I remember saying, oh my God, you know what? Fuck JoJo, dude. I said, for real? And now I'm pissed off, but I know that I need to give him a chance to talk, right? But I don't take that route. I go ahead and just go crazy. I think about it, but I do. I end up going crazy. Facebook Messenger, and then all he does is start talking shit back, which is understandable, I guess, to a certain degree. But if he gave a fuck a little bit, I don't see why he wouldn't try to fucking explain himself. You know what I mean? And then they were talking about, well, what about Anthony? Because then I started putting it on my page, maybe on their page. I don't know, but it's on my page. And then they're all worried about Anthony seeing it. And so, that's the thing. That's it right there. I don't want him to ever think that. I'm a person whose mother has died when I was a child, and if I thought anybody killed my mom, I would have a problem with that person. I can't say I'm gonna go kill that person, but I would have a big issue with that person. And I said, don't you know that? Because I thought it was Tommy the whole time, right? When I first got told that Steven went to me and wanted to fucking kill me. He wanted to hurt me. Told me he was gonna do to me whatever I did to Melissa. And I'm like, what did I do to Melissa? But Melissa's not here anymore. So what? I mean, like, what the fuck? And this is a whole nother fucking hurt. I remember not wanting my brother Jason to know because I didn't want him to hurt Steven or Steven hurt him because of me. But something I didn't do, but something I'm being accused of. You know what I mean? But I wanted to handle it myself because I didn't want extra people getting involved in something that's not true. It's not. But now we go 16 years or how many fucking years later, and I find out the truth is this. It wasn't Tommy at all. It was JoJo, which is his brother. And because Jason Pino, Rita, and Anna tell me that JoJo's the one that fucking said that shit about me. And I'm like, wow. And now I'm realizing too that Anthony's grown up now, which is her son. And I'm thinking, my God, what about her mom? What about her son? They're gonna think that about me. I can't have that. I can't live like that. I'm not okay with this. And this is after I already went off on JoJo now. And and in my head, I'm thinking, how can I clear my name? What can I do? What can I do? Because I just can't let this lie. And there's a reason why I came back up again. You know what I mean? I have to do something about this. I have to change the narrative. I cannot just let this motherfucker talk about me like that and it just be. I mean, and everything. It's all old. Let it go, bitch. It's not. Fuck you. No. Change you fucking. I mean, just I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I know whatever I'm feeling. I'm not feeling right though. Does it feel good? And so I call the Gilbert Police Department. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. And I said, I need a credible company to give a lie detector test. And I said, oh, polygraph exam, yes. I said, yes. And I said, okay, yeah, okay. Because I'm thinking that they're gonna use somebody that is credible. You know, that you know. And I tried asking if they knew about how much prices are. They gave me 9 names, and 9 numbers and emails, whatever. So they were very helpful. Thank you, Gilbert Police Department. So, anyways, what ends up happening is I call the fourth one on my list is the one that I feel comfortable working with or talking to, and I just tell them the truth. I tell them everything. I say, oh, "Do you have a minute to listen to me? I'm gonna be in your ear for a little bit, if you don't mind. But if you're busy, then by all means, maybe I can set up a time to come in and talk to you." He goes, "No, go ahead and you can talk right now." So I share with him everything. More than I needed to. I'm sure more than he would care to hear. But I tell him, why I want to do it. I said, is that something that, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with doing something like that for me? And how does this work exactly? And how will these people know that like that I'm really telling the truth? You know what I mean? And he said, if you're telling the truth, you don't have to worry about it. I said, okay, no, I'm saying, but I want to have copies so I can give to the people that are accusing me of this. And he goes, okay, I understand. Well, I'm a certified, and he gave me all his credentials, and he told me about how one of his, because these are not admissible in court, like polygraph tests, but his are because there's about a father molesting a child, but actually the father wasn't molesting the child, and it was a court custody case, and the dad, they sent him to his because of his credibility. It's called Black something, I forget the name of it, but anyway, to Tempe. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna put another video with the name on there because I'm gonna read you the whole polygraph test. Either way, on another video. But that father, they allow that polygraph exam and the results to be admitted in court. They're admissible. Anyways, so either way, because of his credentials, and so what happened was, you get paid. You pay for your polygraph test. How you have to pay for it is by how many questions you want. And he had a little special, which made me feel like, okay, that doesn't feel credible. But either way, I think it was like 4 questions, $250. I was like, whoa. I kind of figured it would be like that much, but it was more than I wanted to spend. But and initially I said that I set it up for 4 questions, and the questions are going to be, if I killed Melissa Macias. Number one. Number two, because at the time I got accused, which it really bothered me because that means it's something about my character is not as it should be. Because why would people keep accusing me of all these crazy things? Because somebody accused me, which is Aaron's mother, accused me of stealing her $400, and I did not steal her money. And I was letting it be because the only other people that could have taken her money, if she didn't misplace it herself, that were in that house, I guess what I'm understanding is just her family, which would be her son, which would be my sister, which is her daughter-in-law, which would be my nephews, their little boys, which would still be her grandchildren, which would be her daughter, which is her granddaughter, but her daughter now because she adopted her, and her sister. And I'm the only odd man out. And I think Monica, and Turtle, but I'm not sure. I think she's only accusing me. So, and in my heart, I thought, you know what? It would kill her to find out the truth. Maybe this is something I just need to take it, even though I know he didn't do it. But that's crazy. That don't make fucking sense. I mean, like, you know what I mean? But for a little bit, I was down to do it because I just thought, well, I don't. And more, I was examining me, because what about me would make you think that? Because we were never in that space before. You know what I mean? And people never. It's not my regular life. Like, everybody just accused me of stealing money. You know what I mean? People more or less believe me before they don't. I mean, and then I had done some bad things. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have. So I kind of understood, but that was so long ago, and I paid it back. But it doesn't matter. Once you track yourself like that, or, put a scar tissue, it stays scarred. So I thought to myself, wow, okay, you know what I mean? So I need to do better, be better. But I didn't take her money though, right? So I want that question to be asked, right? Number 2 question, did you take Debbie Gomez's $400, right? Number 3 question, my brother Jason, he's a sick one, man. He thinks everybody wanted to fuck his girlfriend. And no. I'm sorry, but no. I have never done it, never would, never could. I don't go that route. I don't do that shit. And that was the 3rd question. Did you ever fuck Veronica? What's her fucking Dominguez? I think her last name is Dominguez. Your brother Jason's girlfriend, you mean? And the 4th question was... Fuck, what was the 4th question? I don't remember. Because right away, before I could even... I did have a 4th question initially. It took me a little while to get over there because I went back and forth. I went back and forth if I wanted to really do it or not. And finally one day I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I remember only having half the money. I didn't have $250, I had only $125. And so I just go. I just get in my vehicle and I just drive to Tempe, the GPS to get there. And I pull up and I'm there. It's just a little tiny office with these big, huge chairs. Anyways, he and I talk, and then I tell him about my money situation. He tells me, well, then money half, questions in half, right? So yeah, money half, questions in half. So instead of 4 questions for $250, it's what, 2 questions for $120, $125, whatever the case was. Right? So the 2 questions that are most important to me at the time in my life are, did I kill Melissa Macias? And number 2, did I take Debbie Gomez's money? And so that's what we do. He takes me back there. He puts a belt on. He explains to me what he's going to do. He says, I'm going to ask you these questions that I know are true. Because he has to get my ID. He has to make sure I'm who I say I am. And then we fill out whatever paperwork he needs to fill out. And then I would sign. And then he tells me, okay, I'm going to ask you these questions, and I know that they're going to be false positive or false negative, whatever the case may be. Basically, I'm going to ask you your name. I'm going to ask you things that I know they are not true after that question. And then, things that just you can't, are you a boy? Are you a male? And or you say yes, you know what I mean? And then you have to answer the opposite of what the question is. And then you have to answer the question the right way. Is your name Nicole Arroyo? Yes. Are you a male? Yes. I'm not a male. So that that thing can determine what happens to me when I'm lying, right? And crazy thing, I don't feel any different inside. At least that I know. You know what I mean? So then what happens is we do that first test run, and then we put his belt on me and whatever on my hand and on my finger, whatever. Doctor's office kind of. I want to say dim the light. I don't remember though, but it seems like it was dim. It seems very calm in there. Maybe I close my eyes. I don't know. Either way, we do the test. After we do those things, he asked me a question. Did you kill Melissa Macias? Blah, blah, blah. I said no. Did you steal Debbie Gomez $4? No. Okay, come back. Boom. He prints up the test for me, shows me my results, and I come out for answer number 1. I should wait. I should tell you the answers later. Yeah, I'm gonna no, fuck, I can't do it. Non-deceitful and truthful. That's for number 1, which is, did I kill Melissa Macias? Number 2, did I steal Debbie Gomez's $400? Non-deceitful and truthful. And then what he does is he signs it for me. That one first print, and he asked me, how many copies do you need, Nicole? I said, can you make like 8 copies? He goes, oh, okay. And I'm just thinking he's in a copy machine, but no, that's not what happens. What he does is he makes copies. He makes originals. Everyone's original. He prints it up. He signs that one. Prints it up. Signs that one. Prints that up. Signs it up. Prints that one. Signs it up. All of them. Like, oh my god, I know you have to do that. I figured we're gonna copy of the original and that'd be that. He goes, no, I don't want to do it that way because how serious of a situation this is. And he attaches his card to a few of them with a paperclip, and then he tells me, good luck to you, Nicole, and I hope they realize that they, that this is the truth right here. I said, thank you. And that's it. All right, I want to buy it.